video games cause violence is one of the stupidest takes I have ever heard in my life. It's mostly used just as a scapegoat so that the government and police forces and investigators don't have to actually do anything. They just want to be lazy and decide, let's just blame it on the most random cause that people will believe.
Ang violent game na Gore Box ang isa sa mga sinisilip ng mga otoridad na may kaugnayan sa pamamaril ng dalawang estudyante sa isang paaralan sa Tacloban.
May mga nagsusulong na ipagbawal ang violenteng video games sa mga minor de edad kasunod dito ng malagim na pamamaril sa paaralan sa Tacloban.
Desensitizing the act of murder in video games.
You know, the horrible stuff that they hear when they listen to rap music, the video games.
These videos typically neglect the fact that those kids were probably bullied or have mental health problems, because let's take this into consideration. How many people play Call of Duty every year? Hundreds of thousands, if not millions. What about GTA? Millions. And if it was the case that violent video games do cause violence, there would be hundreds of thousands of shootings, hundreds of thousands of carjackings. Yet, if you ask the average Call of Duty player, have they had the intent of shooting up a school, or a GTA player of carjacking? No, probably not, because they're sane, regular people.
We have Mortal Kombat, which is a martial arts contest involving
1993 Senate Committee hearings on violence in video games.
In the first segment, which is Sega's version, blood splatters from the contestants' heads. When a player wins, the so-called death sequence begins. The game narrator instructs the player to finish, and I quote, finish his opponent. The player may then choose a method of murder, ranging from ripping a heart out to pulling off the head of the opponent with spinal cord attached. Go ahead.
Research is done, we feel it's an appropriate step to develop an industry-wide rating system which has enforcement that will allow adults, which represent 60% of the players for the Sega CD system, to make the choice as to whether or not that game is right or wrong for them.
Alright, so I just want to point out something funny from this video. They didn't say fatalities, which I think means that they haven't even played the game. Any person who has even heard of or played Mortal Kombat has heard of the fatalities. And let's be honest, back in that day also, they probably also heard of fatalities. So I'm under the assumption they don't play the games. So they also blame it for causing violence again. And let's be honest, it doesn't do that. I've played every Mortal Kombat game. Have I had the urge to murder someone because they punched me? No, I haven't. I have not ripped a guy's heart out, and I do not have the urge to punch a guy's head off with an uppercut. That's because, again, we are sane and normal people. Let's also remember, a lot of people play violent video games. You can easily blame mass shootings, violent acts on video games, because that's what most people play. So, there could be, let's say, another violent act somewhere in life. And then, let's remember that most people, especially kids, play violent video games. Now, what they're going to do is, they're going to blame it on it, because, hey, your kid plays violent video games, it's not cool, they're going to shoot up a school. And now, it's assumed that people actually play video games. Everyone definitely plays video games. It's one of the biggest entertainment industries of the century. I play violent video games. My friends play violent video games. Everyone has played a violent video game in some way, shape, or form. Even Mario. Because remember, you're basically stomping on turtles and crushing enemies' heads. And has anyone who's played those video games, any sane person who has played those video games, suddenly turn into a Winter Soldier moment and turn into a sleeper agent and start shooting up a school? No. Because people don't simply go from a normal person to a psychopath simply because of video games. Of course, there are instances of people who have played video games who were inspired by said video games and decided to commit horrific acts. And I do give my condolences to the people who were affected. However, again, let's take note, those people were mentally insane. Let's say the shooters of Columbine. They didn't simply shoot up a school because they played Doom. They did it because they were from what I recall, they were bullied and they have mental health problems. And yeah, that's what you should be concerned about. Mental health, especially gun control laws. You have to ensure that the parents of those kids actually have like proper way of keeping guns away from their children. Because remember, kids don't know how to use guns like in real life. And again, I have to ensure that you understand this. I don't think that it's always video games that are always the fault. Sometimes it's the parents. I'm gonna be honest. Because it's honestly your fault if you leave a gun out for your kids to find and don't keep it in a safe area like a safe or a hidden area in your house. Because that's your fault now. Because you don't know how to take care of your own belongings, especially something dangerous that can be used to harm other people, especially something that can be used by kids who don't know what they're doing. Now we're gonna talk about GTA 5, because that's a very popular topic when talking about violent video games causing violence. So, it is true that you can commit a lot of crimes in GTA 5. That's one of the main selling points about GTA 5. You being allowed to basically do whatever you want and drive wherever you want, drive illegally, shoot people. But a lot of people play the game, right? Let's remember, it's a very, very popular game. Among the titles like Mario, Call of Duty, Halo, and stuff like that. It's a very popular franchise. Let's assume that it did cause violence, and video games were responsible for a lot of killings and such. That would mean that most of the people who play GTA 5 were psychopaths. They would jack cars, they would shoot people in the head, and they would drive illegally and harm other people. Well, there's a lot of people who drive illegally and like hurt other people, but still, that's not because they play video games. It's because they're irresponsible. Okay, like I play GTA 5. One of my friends play GTA 5. Do we go out and harm people? Do we go out and shoot people? Do we go out and steal people's cars? No, we don't do that because we are mentally stable individuals who know how to be responsible with ourselves, especially when in a dangerous situation. And again, it's also another point that a lot of Christian pastors or hardcore Christian parents are very very passionate about the fact that their opinion that they think that video games are demonic. What about Doom? What about Diablo? What about the games where you kill the devil or kill demons? Is that considered demonic? Yeah. I love it when the devil tempts me to friendly fire on him. Like the guy who's trying to apparently manipulate me into doing evil stuff. Yeah, I love it when, okay, this is stupid, like genuinely, if they were demonic, let's assume that they were. Okay, so the devil apparently tempted someone into making Doom so they could be trained to shoot demons and like hate demons. How does that work? That's like saying the mafia's training you to be illegal and do illegal stuff, but they are also releasing games where you kill illegal like criminals and stuff. What about the Punisher game? Like, is that a thing that the criminals decided because they want you to shoot the criminals and friendly fire on them? How does that work? Also, let's just put this in from a gamer's perspective. Do they want us gamers to play GTA like a model citizen? You know, follow traffic rules, not shoot people, like donate to the poor. Then what's the point of playing a video game? You're just playing real life. There's no point in playing the video game anymore because you're not gonna have fun. It's gonna be like, oh wait, I stopped at the red light. Time to like get my ticket from the cop and like it's stupid. Okay, you're playing a video game. You're allowed to not follow the rules in a video game. It's called a game. It's not real life. It's stupid. Also, do they like neglect the fact that people can make friends in a video game? Like, Yeah, I know that you can make friends with people in video games, but it's still not cool. Because, like, they do violence. They don't teach you anything about team coordination, even though you're playing with a team in Counter-Strike, Helldivers 2. Literally any team-based game, you're not gonna be taught anything about communication or anything like that. You're just gonna be taught violence. Like, dude, please also be, like, open-minded enough to see what video games do actually teach you. Like Minecraft, you're gonna be taught how to be creative, and it lets you stretch your creativity what you have, or you can just bomb an entire forest with TNT. But it's fun. Like, you're playing a video game. It's not like you're gonna actually bomb a forest because you play Minecraft in this violent video game. It's like, dude, you're not gonna be, like, influenced by that easily unless you're mentally unwell. Like, I think these people who make these news articles and videos and broadcasts about video games causing violence, do they think children are stupid? Like, do they think those children play one round of Call of Duty and go, I'm gonna shoot people? Like, dude, that's not how it works. I played Halo 5 when I was like 6 years old. Did I want to shoot people after that? No, because we are sane people. We are not crazy people who, after playing one round of Counter-Strike, want to suddenly become a terrorist and bomb people. Like, bro, what is this logic? Like, do they think we're stupid? Do they think children are stupid? Like, I'm gonna go bomb a hospital because I watched the Joker in The Dark Knight. See, now this doesn't work either because now even film shows violence, and people can get influenced by that, but it's basically only because you can interact in a video game, or you can play a video game and do whatever you want in a video game. Do you want us to be law-abiding citizens in a video game? That defeats the purpose of playing a video game. You're playing a video game to have fun. If you think being a law-abiding citizen is fun, there might be something wrong with you. At least in a video game. Like, it's good. Disclaimer: you're supposed to be a law-abiding citizen in real life. Please don't be evil. But, like, as you notice, like, let's think about this, okay? A lot of Greek mythology and even the Bible depicts violence. But do we ban that? No, because let me think about this, okay? Let's think about this. Literature has violence in it. Do you want to ban that? Because it could influence someone into committing a murder or committing something violent. Now it doesn't work, because now all forms of violence have to be banned. Let's talk about this in the US. I think video games are actually protected by the First Amendment. And now, if we were to ban that violate the First Amendment of people. And let's also think about this. Every form of literature, every form of film, every form of video games, every form of board games, all of them have some, I think most of them, if not all of them, have some way or shape or form have violence. Mario, you can stomp on people's heads. Even Shakespeare and even, again, the Bible, they depict violence. They depict violent acts being put upon women, people, actually human beings in general. They also show animal cruelty. And do people who read the Bible, people who read mythology, people who read any form of literature, people who play any sort of video games, do most of them commit violent crimes because of that? No. It's, again, it mostly just dumbs down to this. Video games don't cause violence. It's the irresponsible parents of children and mentally insane people. Because, remember, the average child is impressionable, but once they learn, they typically are responsible, and, like, they have enough knowledge to understand that just because I can shoot people in the video game Just because I can hit people in the video game doesn't mean I can inflict that on actual people. And that's not... And a lot of people, a lot of news broadcasters say that, oh, they're harming their brothers and sisters. That's wrong. I know that, but like, if you have a brother, if you have a sister, have any of you ever argued? Any of you ever fought about who goes on the swing set first? Anyone who gets to go on the monkey bars first, and who actually won that round of Halo Combat Evolved multiplayer? Like, see, now every form of literature, every form of everything has something violent about it. So we can't really blame only video games. It usually is because irresponsible parents don't know how to take care of their guns they leave it out for their mentally unstable child to get. And here's just for the parents: keep in check with your kids. Like, it's not always a violent video game. Sometimes it's just your kids. Something might be wrong with them. Something might be off with them. Just take some time, talk to them, be honest with them, show them that you care. Just please don't be annoying. Just be a kind person in general to your kids, to your friends. It lessens the chance of them going mentally insane or mentally unwell and committing horrific acts. And for people who write the news or articles, please do your research. It's not the root. Video games aren't the root cause of evil. They won't turn people to Satanists. Won't turn little Timmy over here into a violent war criminal. They won't commit no Russian because they played a single round of COD. Just please, just do more research. Don't be lazy, especially when informing people. Thanks and have a good day. Also, like and subscribe because this is my first video like this.